is Monday. It is very cloudy and overcast. I think it's going to rain. I had no idea it was supposed to rain today. I'm guessing it is, based off of how it looks like that right now. Maybe something will change. I am loving the fall time change. So at least for a little bit, it gets it to seem like I'm kind of ahead of things and on top of things. We woke up super early this morning while it was still super dark outside. I got up, got a fire made, everything smells good with a wood fire burning. I got ready, I got to do a little bit of work. I have muffins baking in the oven, coffee brewing on the counter, the baby's already dressed and fed, and it's just now 7:30. Kind of nice, especially when here lately I have been feeling like I'm constantly running behind, so the time change is kind of nice for me right now. A bird is having an issue, I think. Anyways, it's kind of nice to feel not rushed and kind of ahead of the game, so we're enjoying it. I should have put together all of our homeschool plans yesterday. We had a huge day Friday and Saturday with all of the weddings, which went well. Thank you all for your prayers and thoughts. Yesterday I had planned to get all kinds of stuff done, but I ended up with a horrible sinus migraine. I have major sinus issues, and yesterday I was miserable all day. I couldn't even open like my left eye. The pain was so bad. I was walking around wonky all day. We tried to get some stuff done. I finally said forget it. Ended up going, and our sweet son Travis, he was like, Mom, let me take the baby and you go take a nap. So I went and did that yesterday, and got nothing as far as our school plans done. So I'm gonna try to throw that together. I still want to kind of keep on this stuff that we're doing based off of the Action Bible and the Action Bible Devotional by David C. Cook Publishing. So we are still going to try to do that, where each day we kind of have a theme and some action to be doing. So I want to still do that. I just don't have it as put together as I did last week, which is kind of funny that I had it put together on paper last week, but last week we were so busy we got nothing done. This week I only have one tiny wedding. We don't have that much to be doing, and I have nothing put together. So go figure. I'm going to put that together, but big thing that kind of all homeschool things are set to the side for is last month we did not do our monthly grocery shopping trip, and it was horrible all month long. This month I am not missing. So I made, last night before bed, I made my husband and kids kind of, they helped, although all they want to eat is pizza, so I don't know how helpful they are. But I had the kids, or my husband, sorry, I had my husband tell me which meals would be the meals that he wanted to eat this month, because I was like, this is ridiculous. We were putting together the plan, and today I'm going grocery shopping. So I'm gonna come over here to make sure everything's okay, because I still hear that bird going bananas. What are y'all fussing about? Anything or nothing? Are you just bugging the babies? Who's fussing? I think a turkey and a rooster were fighting. Okay, well, everybody seems okay. I just wanted to make sure nothing was... Oh my gosh. There's like chicken fights going on everywhere. They're fighting over the morning bugs, I guess. Turkey, what are you doing? What's going on, buddy? You having to keep everybody in line? What's up, Turk? Yeah? What's up? You gonna keep those roosters in line? Tell them what's up. He runs up to us like a dog, you guys. It's so stinking cute. This turkey, man. Anyways, we are going grocery shopping today. We are doing our monthly grocery shopping trip. So homeschool today will look a lot like, real life application stuff. Math used while grocery shopping. We'll be pulling in all of those factors today, because the grocery shopping is like numero uno on my priority list. If nothing else gets done but that, that's totally fine by me. So we're gonna go inside, have breakfast. drink coffee, do Bible study, then I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. Lily and I will head, we've got like a 40-minute round trip to get down to where the Aldi is for us, so we're gonna head out and go to Aldi, and then after we come back and get that stuff put away, Aldi's our main one, we get most of our stuff, but I have a few things I get from Ingles and Walmart here in town, so Virginia will come with me, and we'll go do that this afternoon, but I will show you guys what all we're getting this month, how much we end up spending today. Budget is very tight, so I've got to really stay on top of it and pay attention. But we're gonna go get everything so that way we can have food this month, which would be fantastic, because the piecing together of meals, spending more than we would have this month, I just cannot do it again. So try not to fall over. We're gonna go do that stuff and get that done, and hopefully it should be fun. Super awesome being ahead of things with the time change is it's like 8:45, and Virginia and I are headed off to do our first round of grocery shopping. Ready?
Yep.
All right, so our first stop is going to be Ingles. I don't know, Ingles might just be something in the southeast. Really not sure, actually, but I love Ingles. I think Ingles is a fantastic store, and I wish I could buy everything from there because I really do enjoy it, but Aldi is like a bajillion times cheaper, so it doesn't happen. There are a few items, though, that I can only get at Ingles. My husband likes to drink these, like, meal replacement shakes, I guess is what they'd be considered, and we get those at Ingles. He was getting these organic, gosh darn it, now I can't remember exactly what they're called. Anyways, this one brand that he really does like, but then I got him these Shamrock Farms brand that, looking into them, it seems like a fairly reputable company. I mean, any corporation that you go through is always going to have things that you possibly don't agree with, as doing it ourselves would always be the best option, or getting it from a local farmer, but whatever, we do the best that we can with what we have. So he gets these Shamrock Farms, like, I think they're called like protein builders or something, I don't know, I probably should have more information, but we get those shakes for him. That's what he has for breakfast every day, so I get those at Ingles. And then really just a couple other items. We don't get very much there as far as our monthly grocery shopping. I do get, they have a kosher sparkling grape juice that we get for the kids for our Sabbath meal. We do the Lord's Communion every week with our Sabbath that we do. So I get our adult wine, regular wine, and then the kids' kosher grape juice. Our Ingles does have a pretty good kosher selection with different things. We don't observe a kosher diet per se, but when I have those options available to us, we usually will pick the kosher option over non-kosher, which Aldi as well has a lot of kosher items, so that's kind of nice. Honey, you're not going to be able to reach it. Okay, you're going to have to wait until we get there because we're driving. I know. Okay, well, we'll click it as soon as we get there. Anyways, so we get a few items from Ingles, but that's really kind of it. Ingles is usually if you haven't noticed before, is usually my quick go-to option, though, whenever we run out of stuff throughout the month or whatever. I like their produce and stuff, so we usually will go there when we need to. But I think first on our list is mainly just the shakes. I'm not looking at it right now. There might be a couple other items, but mainly we go here for the shakes. All right, it's super rainy, or I would have showed you what exactly we bought, but I don't want to stand outside in this. We spent $70 at Aldi. Ingles, goodness, $70 at Ingles. I got half of the amount of shakes we needed for Daddy. I bought out all of them, and that's all they had, so we still need some more shakes. I got the mayonnaise that we like, and again, everybody's totally different. This is just a system we figured out that works for us, as far as keeping everything as simple as possible. Hold on, please. That is incredibly rude. You can hold on 2 seconds. We try to eat as natural as possible. I would like to say that we eat everything exactly how I like to eat it, but let's be real, we don't have that kind of money, and we don't. Thus are trying to grow and produce more of our own food so that we can afford to eat better. We try to eat everything. Non-GMO is a big one for us. Organic as much as absolutely possible. That's where Aldi comes into play, because we can get so much organic for a fraction of the cost of even like places like Walmart that are supposed to be affordable. Non-GMO is a big one, like I said. If kosher is an option, I like to get kosher a lot, and that's just because there's a lot more regulations that stuff goes through. So I want to eat food the way that God intended it to be made. So I try to stay away from processed foods, chemical additives, things like that. That's what we strive for. We're not perfect, but we try. We got his shakes, got half of them. I got pickles. Clausen pickles are the only type of pickles that anyone should ever consume. So we always get Clausens. Mayonnaise, I got the mayonnaise that we like here. My husband likes those like pre-sliced cheese for burger night on his burgers, and those freak me out. I think they're disgusting, but Horizon Organics makes pre-sliced cheeses, so I get him a pack of those each month for his stuff. They only had one of the kosher sparkling grape wine for Sabbath for the kids. I think we have a couple left over at home, but I got the one that they had just in case. So I'll have to come back, I'm sure, and at least get one more of those, because the kids usually toast a bottle each week at Sabbath. Is that all I got? Shakes, wine. Oh, my husband likes Gatorade, so we just get him the big containers of the powder so he can make his own Gatorade. I got those here for him for the whole month's worth. I guess that was it. Doesn't seem like $70 worth, but when you buy for the whole month, of course, obviously it adds up quickly. So everything from Ingles, $70. We will have to get some more shakes and possibly another couple of the kids' kosher sparkling grape juice for Sabbath, but that's not very much. I guess that's it. We'll go to Walmart and see what we can't find there. All right, we are going to run into Walmart, my least favorite place to shop, but our only option where we live, so that's fine. At Walmart, we need to get Travis, our son. He likes to have a Cliff Bar with his for his breakfast each morning, so we get his Cliff Bars here. My husband and Lily love the Cliff Kids Bars, Z Bars, so we get those here. I also get a few baking staples here. They get like organic flour and a few different little just kind of baking things. We always bake each week for school, and then I bake something special each week for our Sabbath meal. So I like to just have a lot of, that stuff on hand to use as we need it. I'll get some A1. They like A1 for their steak.
Yep.
And I'll probably go ahead and get our cornbread mix that we use for our chili. So we'll get that here. I think that's all we're getting here. And then everything else we'll get at Aldi. So these ones are kind of our easy ones. Yes, we saw, I think, 4 more Jeeps. You can click it 4 times.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job. We have seen 12 Jeeps.
12 Jeeps.
All right, so that is it for Walmart. We're going to run in, grab those things. Okay, $80 at Walmart, but we got a month's worth of Cliff Bars for Travis, Cliff Z Bars for Daddy and Lily. I got a month's worth of chili seasoning here because there's a specific one my husband likes. I went ahead and got the tomato sauce here because I know I can get the organic one in the size that I need for our chili, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have organic tomato sauce at Aldi, so I went ahead and got it here. Yeah, Lily and I are going to go to Aldi next. Did I get anything else here? Z-Bars, chili seasoning that. Oh, our cornbread mix, I went to get that. They only had 1, so I'm going to have to get 3 more of those. I think that was everything. So, $80, but we got everything here. Is that all we got? Oh, an A1. I got A1 sauce. They have the big, huge jar for like $4.78 or something like that, but the kids and their dad love A1. So, we got that, and that's it. I'm going to go home. It'll be time for the baby to get up. I will feed her, and then Lily and I will head out to Aldi to get really the bulk of everything. Thank you for shopping with me, Virginia. She got to do all of the scanning of everything. Huh? You scanned all the groceries for us? She did a very good job. All right, I'm gonna go get Lil and we'll be off to Aldi. Okie doke, Lily B and I and baby Olivia are loaded up. Fix that, maybe. Nope. I don't know. We are going to head over to Aldi and get the mass of the shopping done because that's where most everything comes from. Should point out that our meals for this month, especially with it getting colder and cozier, we've got bacon potato soup with homemade rolls for one night. It's probably in your sister's seat. We do chili and cornbread for another meal. My husband grills burgers for a different one. We're doing chicken noodle soup with homemade rolls. Chicken parmesan with noodles, steak and potatoes with challah bread. That is the kids' favorite Sabbath meal. And then the 7th day is pizza. So each month we pick out 7 meals and assign them a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then each day we make that food. End of discussion. Super easy. As far as vegetables and fruits and stuff, I try to get stuff that is hardy and lasts pretty well. The stuff that we know won't last as well is the stuff that gets eaten up first. And I am really big on frozen vegetables. Makes it easy. Breakfast is pretty much always oatmeal. I let the kids get cereal a couple times a month. I am not a big cereal fan. It is sugar, and even the organic stuff is still pretty much sugar. So oatmeal's pretty much our breakfast. Once a week I like to make a big breakfast and do like homemade muffins and pancakes and scramble some eggs. And
Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday we like to do a big breakfast. It's kind of fun. But that is all pretty easy. Every other day it's oatmeal. For lunch, we pretty much always have a sandwich or a quesadilla or some leftovers, or they fuss and fuss and fuss and we end up eating something out. But trying to get better at that and not do so much. We pretty much will not make any money that I know of for the rest of the year, which is super scary as we leave our business and go into ministry full time. So that will really put a stop to all of our eating out because we don't really actually have an income anymore. Dinner, obviously the item that we have picked, that's what we do for dinner. And then the kids in the afternoon get a snack, and that is usually a fruit or vegetable. They like to snack on things like apples and oranges. Carrots are a big one that they really enjoy, and then I like to get like a graham cracker or some popcorn or something to go along with it. So that's their afternoon snack that they get, and that's it. We try not to do any other snacking throughout the day. Yeah, breakfast, oatmeal, except for once a week we do something big and fancy. Lunch, sandwich, quesadilla, boring, safe. I get that it might seem ridiculously boring and maybe your family doesn't think you're into that. That's cool. I would like for there to be many other things. Just the simplicity and the ease of this, I'm all about. And it makes things so much easier. It's that same thing like when you hear of people like Mark Zuckerberg and all these different people that wear the same thing every single day, because it's like if you minimize that part of your day and it's just the same thing and you're not having to waste your time and energy into, focusing all about that, you don't have to mess with it. And that's the same thing for me. I hate playing the what's for dinner game. I hate trying to figure out what we're eating and what we're doing and running to the store a million times and doing all this other stuff. So if I do this, well, it's kind of redundant, but you know what it is. You don't have to mess with it. It saves us a ton of money when we do it this way. And every month we change up what our food items are. So there might be one food item we're totally cool with eating for a while, and then the next month we switch it up because we're kind of tired and we want something different. We do that. Another question I get asked a lot, what about the sides? Well, with dinner, our sides usually are some kind of bread. I usually like to bake from scratch, or rice, beans, steamed veggies, something, again, keep it simple with that. My family isn't that big into sides. I mean, I could make a whole bunch of different things. I'd probably eat them, but I'd probably be the only one. they're not very big into it, so I don't spend a lot of time on it. I make sure that the meal we have has the things we need in it and call it a day. So Ollie has a lot to tell you about this. She loves eating. So if your family's really into a bunch of sides, yeah, this whole process for you might be a little more intense and have more pieces to it. We keep it simple. So like I said, rice, beans, something simple, easy, steamed vegetables, a bread, something along those lines would be for our side. Every Sabbath, I like to make up a big traditional braided challah bread. I do that from scratch, and I always make some kind of a dessert. So I usually just keep a few random things on hand, so that way I can kind of whip up any kind of cake, cookie, pie, something. So that is where we're at, what we're doing. Hopefully this has made sense. Yeah, we're gonna go to Aldi and get all of the stuff. This is our big one. So hopefully we can do it all and do it within budget. So we shall see. All right, Lil, how much at Aldi?
100.
I wish. $465.
460.
So $465, but we have 2 carts full of goodies, and I think we got everything. There's only a couple items that they didn't have, a couple of, but other than that, we need to get celery, which really that's super easy. And I think there might have been one other item. Yep, and that's it. We got everything. All right, let's get this loaded up in the car. Minus celery. And a couple things we couldn't find at Ingles, but other than that, we're done.
Well, what couldn't you find at Ingles?
They didn't have all of Daddy's shakes, so I'm gonna have to get some more shakes. All right, now let's get all this loaded into the car, okay?
Okay.
Grand total is $615. Super cool that we started so early because it is not even quite noon yet and we're done with all the shopping anyways. We'll go home now, separate everything, cold stuff, fridge stuff, freezer stuff, and then pantry stuff. I'll clean out the fridge, the pantry, everything, get it all put away. It takes hours. It does take a little while. We got absolutely everything except for they were out of cream cheese completely. So I need to get 7 bars of cream cheese. They didn't have celery. We will be short on Daddy's breakfast shakes by the middle of the month. So we'll have to make a quick run to get those for him from Ingles. They were short a couple of our cornbread mixes, so we'll grab a couple of those at the same time. I did have more kosher sparkling grape juice at the house, so the kids are set for Sabbath. And are halfway through when we pick up that stuff, I'll just pick up the additional steak that we need for our Sabbath meals. Other than that, done deal. And we actually even have a little bit of money left in the budget to cover those items and then any little last minute things that might happen to pop up. But we did much better budget wise. Everything is done. I feel so much better because I know what we're having to eat for the entire month, which is fantastic. So we're done. Our treat when we come and do this, if we have enough money left over that we can set aside, is that our family gets Chick-fil-A for lunch. So Lily Bee, my helper back there, we are going to go drive through. Sorry, I'm totally messed up the whole camera. We're gonna go drive through, pick up Chick-fil-A for everybody, go home, eat, and get all of this food put away, and then probably be incredibly exhausted and ready to take a nap. But it's done, so that's fantastic. Biggest part of it now, I think, is just getting it all put away. Because I take it and I label it with week 1, 2, 3, and 4, so that way we stay on track with everything and get it separated. So I'll do that and then show you some of my favorite things. I got a couple new things that we don't usually get that I'm really excited to try out, and then a couple seasonal items that we kind of look forward to like all year long. So I'll show you this when we get home. All right, we are home. I have gotten the fridge cleaned out. All of the food is inside and just kind of everywhere, somewhat separated, but you can go, I'll link at the end of this video or down in the description box where I've really broken down and gone through in depth how we do this process. So if you haven't seen us talk about that before, totally go check that out. But I'm just gonna do a quick little kind of run through and show you guys some of my really favorite things that we got this trip for this next month's worth of food, and some things I'm really excited about. So let me show you some of that. All right, let's see if I can find some favorites. This I am really super excited about. Aldi has these organic grass-fed hamburgers. My husband loves grilling burgers, so I was really excited when I found these. I don't remember how much they were. I'll look on the receipt. I love they have all of their Never Any meats. Again, I wish I was getting it fresh from the farm or from our own property, but can you hold on just 1 minute? Same thing as where we get our ground beef. These are those organic cheese slices my husband loves. They kind of gross me out, but he loves them. For the kids' snacks, I get 2 bags of little oranges, or little mandarins, 2 clementines, sorry, 2 bags of apples. So each week they have a fruit that they can pick from. I also get some little carrots. Hold on, please. I get some carrots, so that way they have some fruits and vegetables to pick from. I'm excited to try their almond milk creamer. They had a caramel, so we got that to try. Same thing with lunch meats. They're Never Any's. The kids, for their snacks, they will do a fruit or vegetable, and then I usually get them some of this organic non-GMO popcorn and some graham crackers. Getting syrup from Aldi is the best, and it comes in glass, which is my favorite. Also got some marinara sauce. I love their different sauces. Oh my goodness, we call them Germany cookies, but we will wait all season long. These are our favorites to get during the seasonal stuff. I went ahead and cheated and got the baby just some, get some organic. Will you get the baby? She's turned on the vacuum again. Some organic little things to add in with dinner sometimes. Tortillas at Aldi are 99 cents. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. And then we love, Virginia and I love their organic chocolate chip granola bars, especially still nursing Olivia when I'm dying for a snack. I love these as our go-to. Sparkling water obsessed, so I got those. My husband still drinks soda though, so I get him these. I got some baking supplies. I've talked about the Red Bull there before. It is a fraction of the cost of regular Red Bull. Their Red Thunder. Will you please put the vacuum back? Your sister turned it on. The baby's over there starting the vacuum. Anyways, it's a fraction of the cost, and my husband loves these way, way, way better, so I get a whole flat of them. So he has plenty, lots of potatoes, and I think these big things of the non-GMO sugar was only like $1.95. Plenty of organic milk. I think I paid like $2.40, maybe a half gallon. I love these French hamburger buns. They're chips. Lily wanted some pretzels. We have lots of soups that we're going to be making this month. So lots of chicken broth.
Is that chicken broth?
That is chicken broth. What else did we get? We got organic eggs. Lots of yummy eggs. Anything else that was super exciting? Got these for little Olivia to try. These little veggie muncher thingies. Give her something yummy. I think the rest of the stuff is still in the baskets. So I'm going to try to get this all into the fridge, hopefully quickly. Oh, and then also for the dogs, because we do a raw food diet for our dogs. So we cut these up for Lola, our miniature dachshund, and then we just get these big leg quarters for Jerry, who is our larger dog, but that will last them all month long for their food. All right, on Jerry boy. Here's Daddy's Z-bars and last night's pizza trash. So Daddy and Lillian, see how I numbered them? So D1, so that's Daddy first week. Then Lily's, I'll have the letter L, followed by what she's getting. And then these are Daddy's shakes, his little meal replacement shakes he get. They were like 2 for $3. So I've got to get a few more of these to get him through the rest of the month. But We have a nice clean empty fridge now with the things that I've got pulled out. I've got our wine for Sabbath, elderberry syrup that we made up a big batch of just this other week, so we take some of that each night. Yeah. Daddy's soda trash from the other day. All right, I'm gonna put all this stuff away. What's the matter? What are you doing, baby girl? Just doing what? There's something in you? Something itching you on your leg?
No, it's
Let me see.
hurting.
Oh. I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna put the stuff away, okay? I love you. Oh, here, Mama, check it. Come here. So not even kidding, I have been putting everything away. It's like after 3 o'clock now. Putting everything away. I'm sorry, I don't know why this shakes like this. It drives me crazy. And as I'm doing that, I'm like, oh, I need to double check what is today's menu item. What am I making for dinner tonight? Let me just double check while I figure out which meats need to go in the freezer versus the fridge and whatever. And remember, the one item that Aldi absolutely had none of was cream cheese. So I look at it, tonight is supposed to be bacon potato soup. I need cream cheese for bacon potato soup. So I am headed to the store to track down the cream cheese I need, and I might as well get a couple of the other items that I couldn't get earlier. I'm just going to check at a different store for the celery and whatever else I needed that's on my list. I can't think of it right now. Still can't get the shakes because I bought all they had. But anyways, I have been cleaning and putting stuff away for hours now. I still have a few things to finish up in the pantry, but other than that, everything is put away. My kids have done practically no schoolwork today, in the traditional sense anyways. So besides helping me do some stuff and whatever, that's pretty much been it. The plan of what I wanted to do did not happen because it's too much. I mean, it is so nice to not have to worry for the rest of the month about what we're going to eat and what we need and having to run to the store. Like, all of that is fantastic, but it does mean that for this day, it is a lot of work. A lot of work. So I am going to run out now, grab these last few items, go home, finish putting the last of the stuff away, start making dinner because then it will be that time as well, and then probably go to bed really early is probably my plan. But hopefully we'll get up tomorrow, get a lot done. Maybe this has helped you at least see how we do it. Again, I'll link at the end or down in the description all of the other ones where I've talked about how we do this whole monthly grocery shopping thing that you all usually have a lot of questions about. So hopefully that will answer some of that. If there are any other questions you have, message me, let me know. If there's anything we can lift up in prayer for you, please definitely let me know. And if you could please keep our family in prayer, we are going through some massive changes in our life right now with a lot of unknown, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of struggle ahead of us, it looks like. And it's very stressful and it's very scary, and it's very easy to just become completely and utterly overwhelmed with the fact that there is so much scary stuff that we are looking at. So if you keep our family in your prayers, I would really appreciate it. We could definitely use it. And hopefully we'll be able to be working on some really cool stuff here soon to the glory of God. So we shall see. But otherwise, we will see you all tomorrow, where hopefully we will be doing things that are a lot more productive in the way of school. But at least for this part, it'll be done. So see you guys tomorrow.